What's up, everybody? Ginger here. This is part 1 of the web development series, and I'm going to be talking about the web development programs that I use, which includes Composer, XAMPP, and Aptana Studio 3, I believe it is. Yes. So these are the programs that I use. Mostly a XAMPP and Aptana Studio 3, but Composer I use every now and then. But first I'm going to show you guys how to get these programs, and then I'm going to show you why you should use them. So Composer will be first. You just go into your favorite browser, go to Google, type in Composer, spelt like this, Kompozer, and it'll be the first result. Just go ahead and hit download. It'll download. It'll either put it, I think it puts it into a zip, or it gives you a installation file. If it puts it in a zip, you can put it wherever you want, so just extract it, and then you can open it straight from where you extracted it from. And I set it up so it acts like any other program in the program files, and then I attached it to my little dock here. So I'm going to open that up. And what Composer is, I don't know the technical name for it, I can't remember what it's, oh there it is. It's a WYSI WYG web page editing. I'm not sure what that stands for, but it basically makes it so that you can edit web pages, basically like a Word document. So you can add in text here, hello world, it's typical texting, testing text. And then it'll add it in here for you. You can even add a table, and then it'll add it in for you. And then you can also edit the properties of each tag or each element in the page itself. So there's a lot of things that you need to learn about HTML first off, to really know what you're doing as far as styling and editing the right things through the actual code here. But we'll get into that in the next video. But that's basically what Composer can do for you. It'll really get you used to what can do what as far as editing text, or editing or adding images, or adding links, or whatever in with Composer. So you could, like I just did, you can do all this and then look at the source code and go, oh, that's what that does. So and you can play around with it. Like, let's do cell padding 0. See what that does. That brought it so the text is right up with the edge of the table. And then this, bring this to 0. It will, sorry, that was a habit, it will bring it down to just lines for the borders, basically. But anyway, that's it. And then border to 0 will make there's no borders. It shows you these red lines because it guides you to show you where the element lies. But if you were to go to preview here on the bottom, it would take those away. These are also for guides, but I don't really use those because sometimes it could screw it up. That is the downside of Composer, because if you edit things too much, or if you try to double up your coding skills with pre-written code and Composer, it might screw it up, because Composer does all these automatic script updates, and it can really screw up your code. So Composer is basically for starting out a layout, not for really getting into the nitty-gritty code for very complex things. That's not what you would want to use Composer for. Like, just basic HTML code, that works. But if you want to do like PHP and Ajax and jQuery, Composer is not the thing for you. So for beginners only, Composer is great. So on to the next program is XAMPP. Okay, XAMPP. Let's go to the page of where you would get the XAMPP. And I apologize for the background noise. I have my heater going, and also it's noisy in this room. I apologize about any background noise. So let's go back to Google. Actually, if you don't know this is a tip. You can actually search keywords right into the bar here, the web address bar. So let's just type in XAMPP. Hopefully I spelled that right. Yep. So XAMPP installers download for Apache friends. This will basically allow you to work on your web development projects without having an internet connection. XAMPP basically allows you to, or basically makes it so that within your computer is built like the software it needs to use the code that you write in an HTML file or PHP file or whatever. It does Apache, MySQL, and PHP, so including Perl, but I don't use Perl, so at least not right now. So MySQL and PHP are for database and processing scripting, so it's very useful. So if you would like to install that, that would be very helpful. I will open up my XAMPP to just show you how you would work it. So here is your module options, I guess. And you have Filezilla, Mercury, and Tomcat, but I don't use those ever. So Filezilla I have installed separately because I don't know why I would use it related to what I would do here. But basically, and another tip, if you are running Skype and you try to start Apache, it will not work. So make sure you quit out of Skype and then start Apache and MySQL. So that way it would work. So start here and start there. And once you install it, you should be able to like manage the files through your My Computer, or computer I guess it is, local disk, program files. Oh, it's not program files, it's right into local disk, and it's XAMPP htdocs. htdocs is basically the starting point of which is called the localhost. Localhost is basically like replacing like a domain that you would use. So let's go to localhost, and there it is. So this is a pre-developed page that XAMPP developers created as soon as you started Apache and MySQL or just Apache, and then it gives you tips and stuff, just information. So there's that XAMPP. So that allows you to edit anything within your computer without an internet connection. Be aware though, if you use like a script that is hosted on the internet and you try to use that while you're offline, that's not going to work. So just be aware of that. So I'm going to go ahead and stop these. And the next one is Aptana Studio 3. So let's search for Aptana Studio. Here, and just download Aptana Studio 3. So what Aptana Studio 3 allows you to do is it allows you to connect with FTP files so that you can manage your files and edit your files through FTP, so that it's basically like editing through your own system. It makes it very convenient. So let me go ahead and open up my Aptana Studio 3. And it's not at all like Composer, so you're going to need to learn how to code before you use Aptana Studio 3. and you're going to need to learn how to access FTP through your domain or a client's domain or whatever. But this is essentially Aptana Studio 3. I have managed it a little bit. I took away a window over here, and I just made this big spot for me to just code like crazy. But these are my connections over here. Development is our system files that I use to test through my own computer. So if I were to click index, which would be the development index, I'm actually going to open up XAMPP again just to show you what it does exactly. I've attached this to the htdocs directory that I showed you before, and it's under development folder, so I've connected that to the development folder, and I can show you guys how to do that. If you'd like to know how to, comment and ask to or request it by commenting, and then I will go step by step to show you how to do that. But for right now, I have started XAMPP, and I don't know why that didn't open the first time, but I'm going to just put in hello world. This is from Aptana Studio 3, and this pretext I was actually showing a friend how to code as well. It's beginning stages, so I'm just going to remove these. This is CSS coding here, but we'll get that into the hopefully the next video or later. Not sure which video it's going to be, so I'm just going to put this as development, and I'm going to open up the localhost under development, and there it is. So like I said, it's basically like a in-system coding platform. But that's essentially Aptana Studio. It does finish things for you. Like if I wanted to add a div here, we'll go into divs in the next video. But a div and then just end it like that, it ends it for you. So sometimes it is convenient in that way. But that's basically it. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments or hit me up on Twitter. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. And I think that's it. Alright. We'll talk to you guys in the next video.